Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. The sun's coming back out now, which is good. I checked the batteries earlier and they were sitting at 70% and discharging. So let's go see if there's a difference now that the sun is kicking back out. Alright, yep. It's saying 72% and charging. So it's starting to go back up, which is a good thing. If I don't have to run the generator on any given day, that's a bonus. So, all right. I want to talk about the family unit, guys. And there's been like all kinds of studies done, that backs up what I'm going to say, all right? So, going back, I touched a little bit on my last video, but in the 60s, when they started the whole welfare program and all that, what they did, they incentivized women to get the men out of their lives, and then the government would take care of them, okay? So then it ends up that the schools and that type of thing ended up educating the children in being the father figure in the children's lives. There's way too many people today, it doesn't matter what color either, so it's not like it's a white or a black thing, it's just a thing in general that happens. So many fathers don't care about their kids, or they may care about their kids, but the system is so beating them down that they're working all the time and they're lucky to see their kids every other weekend. When, like with divorce has been set up, makes it very easy for women, if they're unhappy for whatever reason, that they can just get out of the marriage and the men get screwed. I mean, it happens over and over and over again. I mean, it's just a way, unfortunately, that it's set up. So it's designed, the system itself is designed. I wanted to show you guys this too while we're talking. Plum trees are starting to bud. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yes, I am ready. I'm ready for the leaves to be back and all that good stuff. So anyway, excuse me. The system is designed to keep men out of the household because statistically they've shown if there is a mother and a father in a household, or just a father is head of the household, right, raising the kids. Those kids are better off. They're more squared away than mom raising the kids alone. Now that's no slight. Now first of all, I don't want you to think that's a slight in my part against women. That's not what I'm saying. And there's a lot of very strong women out there. The examples are all over the place of kids that had a very strong mother, and they didn't get away with crap. And those kids were squared away. But the majority of these kids that have no father in the household, there's always going to be issues because, especially boys need a strong male role model to look up to emulate themselves after. And I'm not talking about beating the crap out of your kid and all that type of stuff. I'm not against giving somebody a good swat on the behind if they needed it. Okay, but there's other ways to discipline where you can take away privileges and all kinds of other stuff that are just as effective and actually more effective than giving somebody a spanking, okay? And I know we're now in the day and age of, we don't spank the kids and blah, blah, blah. I grew up in an age where the kids got spanked and it didn't hurt them, okay? And I spanked my kids. I never had to spank Heather. Not one time. Heather never got spanked one time. Josh only got spanked by me twice. And both times it was because who was he disrespecting? Not me. He was disrespecting his mother. So, and he was young, and he had to realize that was not going to be acceptable. So anyway, but again, and girls, right? If girls have a strong male role model in their life, they're better off. When you have a lot of these young women out there with daddy issues and are out there sleeping around with everybody and anybody, you know, a lot of times it's because dad's not in the house. There's nobody there, you know, to be the one to say, hey, that ain't cool. You know, and it's funny, they say that a lot of times women will end up marrying somebody like their father, which is a trip, you know. It really truly is. But you know, it's what you know. You grow up a certain way. It's what you know. So if you grow up around an alcoholic or a drug addict, you think that that's normal. So you will, a lot of times, end up with somebody just like that, unless you can break that cycle. And it's tough to break the cycle for a lot of people because they don't know any better. All they know is what they know. But, you know, anyway, the whole system is designed to, you know, get men out of the picture. They did it in the black community strongly, and I talked about that earlier. In the 60s, I can't remember what the percentage was of male heads of household in the home, but the welfare system set it up there. If you get the men out of there, then you get more benefits and more help. So now the percentage of males, you know, in really bad areas of the city, you know, where a lot of people are on welfare, the number of black male heads of households that are there are very few and far between. So they've done exactly what they wanted to do. At the end of the day, the government wants to control everything. Our kids, how they think. They don't want us to interject and put our values and our thoughts in there as well. So the whole game plan is to separate, get rid of these people that could actually be a positive influence. You know, I coached Little League for a lot of years when I was younger. When Josh was little, I coached Little League. And I really did enjoy coaching Little League, you know, and teaching the kids and stuff like that. But I will tell you right now, there was very few and far between dads in the picture. There was some, okay, there was some. And those kids generally were more squared away than the kids that didn't have dad in the picture. So that was it was really enlightening and quite interesting to me. So, but yeah, it's really interesting if you really look at the dynamics of it. And like I said, I'm not trying to hammer on women, so please don't think that I'm trying to hammer on women. But it's a combination. You need both. You need both mom and dad in the picture working together for the betterment of the children. And unfortunately, in a lot of cases, what you have is mom is pissed off at dad, so she's going to use the children as a tool to drive that wedge to hurt dad. And that's not the way it should be, but that's the way it is, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, I definitely want to hear your feedback on this. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you are all being safe, and I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.